Hi, I'm John Mascaro Jr. from Mascaro Construction Company. I'm the president of Mascaro. Love construction since I was 5 years old. It's been my entire life for the past 42 years, and I enjoyed speaking to you kids about the career in construction. You got to wake up and do something you love, and I don't think there's anything more exciting or challenging than a career in construction. And thank you for the opportunity. I just asked a question earlier. I said, who's hands-on and smart? And only two people raised their hands. So I'd like to ask again, who's hands-on and smart here? It's about 50, that's about 70%. That's better. Good stuff. Hey, no, thanks for having me, Lori, and thanks for having me again. I enjoyed last year. Some of it's the same as last year, because I thought it was pretty good stuff. A few things are different, and we're going to start off with how we start our day out in the construction site. Everybody stand up. Stand up, please. Stand up and please. You stand up. Hey, every day on a job the past year, because working in construction, so it's just like warming up for football or basketball or baseball, whatever, you got to get loose. And we've had our fair share of small muscle pulls and strains. So we're going to start off with marching in place. Let's go. Come on. This is how we march in place. Look at this big scary dude. He's like he does it. March in place. Get it going. All right, that's good. Stretch and flex. Get another one in, baby. All right, settle down. Roll the shoulders. Get the body loose. Start pounding some nails, swinging a sledge if you're out in the field. Roll them the other way. Roll them the other way. Come on. Everybody got to contribute. All right, hey, side bend. Let's bend to the right. Oh, goodness. Or left or whatever. I don't care. Bend one way. Come on, you gotta participate. Huh? How come? Are you tired? You're too tired to stretch.
No, but I'd rather be
Huh? Other way. Come on, get it loose. Get it loose. Oh, you guys are beat. All right, settle down. Squats, halfway down. Let's go. Come on. Oh, yeah, come on, squat. Get loose. Loosen it up. Let's go. Everybody got to participate. You're going to get fired. Stretch it out. Nice. Well, hey, just a little trunk rotation. We're ready to go to work. Just come on. Oh, you're not stretching either. How come? This is part of the program. You get fired. I wouldn't even hire you.
I'm here because the teacher told me.
You're here because the teacher told you to come here. So you have no interest. Well, go sit in the back. Huh? She go sit in the back? Well, maybe. All right, that's good. We're loose. Sit down. Everybody sit down and relax. Whoa. Okay.
Did said chairs disappear?
Everybody feel loose? Everybody feel good?
Let's try to recover.
Are we good on the computer?
It's not like this. Like you can hear it, but it's not.
We're having computer issues. I'm just trying to.
Normally my profile works, but
Hey.
we can make copies of it.
Yeah, but you don't want to. You don't want to do that.
They sometimes get lost.
Huh?
They get lost in it anyways. Okay, he's got good music. Okay, calm down, guys.
So we're not going to get it?
I've tried. Those tries.
Just having some slideshow difficulties here. It's kind of difficult without this, but we'll make it work. Who likes to work with their hands? Raise your hands here. Who likes to work outside? Who likes to work in an office? Anybody here? Okay, there's construction jobs in an office. I just came from one.
She's gonna run back.
We're going to run. So Okay, I'm gonna wing it here on, and I'll just do some talking here. Hey, first and foremost, like our third slide that I bring up is choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Does anybody get that? Huh? What's that, CB?
My boss, Andy Armahine, he says that. He's like a big businessman, so
That's right.
he loves what he does. So
That's right. Pick a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That's what it's about. So if you like to work outside, if you don't like to work in an office, there's a career path for you for sure in construction. Just talking about construction, why a career in construction? A physical sense of accomplishment. I had some pictures. A lot of people sit behind the computers and you generate a spreadsheet and so forth and so on. And that happens in construction too when you're putting a bill of materials together or putting an estimate together. But every single day there's progress. This building right here used to be what? A gravel parking lot, correct? So you come to work each day, okay, something gets done. There's a physical sense of accomplishment that you don't get in a lot of careers. So you really gotta, if you love that, definitely a good opportunity for you here. The job opportunities exist. Just recently they've announced 3 cracker plants that are going to be built. That's a polyethylene derivative. It's a gas processing plant. With all that, you guys heard all the Marcellus Shale. There's $10 billion worth of construction is going to be in the region. That's probably about 12 to 15,000 construction jobs, over the next 5 to 7 years. So there's work out there. And I think between now and 2017, we're going to be about 2 million craftspeople. I'm talking about the trade side. 2 million craftspeople short. Carpenters, laborers, cement finishers, operating engineers, iron workers, boiler makers. There's jobs out there. You don't want to go to school per se if you want to work outside and you don't like to sit in an office and you want a viable career. It's okay not to go to college. A career in the trades is a great career and there's a lot of work out there. Now, you can go to college too and have a career in construction. There's no doubt about it. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Work with let me just try to get my name. Construction's always needed. It was on 60 Minutes just 2 weeks ago. You guys don't watch that, I'm sure, but talking about there's 7,000 structurally deficient bridges in the state of Pennsylvania. They need to be worked on. Construction will never go away. There'll be better ways to do it, but it'll never go away. So if you're an excellent craftsperson, a smart estimator, a great business development person, because you have to sell work, you'll have a job till you retire. It's not going to go away. But boom, boom. Node 3, construction's always needed. I said that. The job opportunities exist. I just mentioned that earlier. And fifth, one thing that's exciting, you get to compete. Every single day you get to compete. You get to, when you're in the office working as an estimator or project manager, you're trying to figure out the most effective way to do something. You're trying to figure out the most cost-effective process on how to build something. You're out there on the job, you have production units you try to meet. To win a job, you're competing against 6 or 8 other contractors. Find a way to win. It's a great, it's just extremely exciting. Next slide was about the energy sector. And I can't read the slide, but this is off of an Allegheny Conference study. Marcellus Shale, Utica Shale, everybody's been hearing about that, correct? Everybody know what that is? Back table, you paying attention? Okay, everybody know what that is? Good. There's plenty of work out there. Those trades with, Joey, I can't read that. I don't have my reading glasses. What's that say?
60,000.
It's 60, it's the starting salaries now. Mechanical engineers, electrical, petroleum, construction trades, your starting salary, you're from $50,000 to $70,000 working in energy trades. There's work out there. We're a hot seat of the energy market. Another slide's a picture. I'm not going to show you that. Talking about the career paths. We talked about working inside and outside. So as you start thinking about moving on after high school, you really have a couple options, for a career in construction. One is going to work in the trades, in the construction trades. Here in Western Pennsylvania, the construction unions, now you can go union or non-union. There's 2 different routes there. But I would recommend the union route. You go into construction trades. You like to work outside. You like to work with your hands. You like to work in groups of people, with groups of people. You like to build things physically. Following the trade path is great. And I'll tell you why. It's 3 to 5 years of apprenticeship school, but you're going to work too. You're not paying for school. You're getting paid to go to school. You're getting paid while you're going to school. Okay, and those trades, I have some handouts over there. I'll get a little more detail later, but that's one option. Another option is technical school. There's all kind of construction-related jobs. Technical school, you can go to trades too. You can go to trades too. Might not get a union job, where a union job has a little better benefits, a little higher wages, but the non-union works, catching up to that. So, and there's construction-related projects like lab technicians and testing and inspection and quality control guys. And there's all kind of stuff like that going through a technical school. That could be a 2-year degree, a 2-year certification. And you can go to college and have a career in construction, for sure. You can go to college and have a career in construction too. If you like all these things, I'm strongly recommending them. Now, on the college route, if you decide to go the college route, I'll kind of work backwards for you here. Degrees you should pursue. And I'll talk about those positions, really. Civil engineering, construction management, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and architects. Architects do the design, we do the building on the construction side. So all great careers can be involved in the construction industry. Those jobs on the construction side, going through the college route. Some of the job options are project managers. Those folks manage a project, they set up a cost reports, they conduct the job meetings, they buy out all the subcontracts. They're like the king cheese of the project. They work half the time out in the field in the trailer, half the time in the office, taking care of a lot of administrative stuff. But they're the leaders. They make things happen. Now, through the trades, it's rare for that person to be a project manager, but it happens quite a lot. On the trade side, the project manager's right-hand man is a project superintendent or our field general. He's someone who oversees all the field activities: planning, coordination, delivery, schedule, quality, assurance, safety. Okay, that's the main man out in the field. He's the field general. That's what happens on the main man working with the project manager. There's a project engineer, college graduate, out of college. We hire 5 or 6 a year project engineers. We don't know what they want. They just come in as a project engineer, and they work on projects most of the time, or they work in our estimating department. Estimating is another career, figuring out what it costs to build a job, figuring out the most creative way to build a job. Then you're competing against 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 or other contractors, and you can be evaluated on low price only or low price plus a technical qualification. There's all kind of stuff there. Estimators, there was a nice BIM slide. Technology in construction's really ramping up. We're just not swinging sledgehammers and like we used to. We're figuring out how to build it, really building 3D models with 2-scale building components, prior to going to work, to make sure when the labor comes out on the job, when the equipment shows up, we know exactly what we're going to build, and we're going to get, eliminate some conflicts. What else? I said, BIM, scheduling, quality, safety. Safety is a big part of our business. If somebody goes home hurt, are you feeling good about what you got done that day? Right? Somebody in your crew gets hurt. You sure as heck aren't feeling good about going home that day. That job's not successful unless you get the thing done on time, you beat your production units, and everybody goes home safely. Big part of our jobs here. Then there's support roles, and like I said, in quality, there's accountants needed, business development and marketing. For you, the creative types who like to make pretty things and use whatever side of your brain's the opposite of the engineers, I can't recall. There's lots of work for marketing and business development in sales and construction. That's a big part of our business. You got to win a job to build a job, and we need help doing that. So there's all kind of opportunities. Had some slides on BIM, had some pictures that you guys can't see right now. Some more pictures you can't see. Talk about the trades. You want to work in the trades. Like I said, you could go through a technical, you could go through the trades. You know, the job opportunities for you there. I said, very rarely can you be a project manager, but you surely could be a project manager. You definitely be a vice president of operations, overseeing the field activities. You could general foreman, superintendent, general superintendent, all kinds of oh, we're live here. Okay.
We've got some media in there that may or may not work, but if you want to advance it, point it at the computer and hit that right dot.
Okay. Everybody cool with where we are right now? What do I hit here, Brian?
Hit see the circle with the dots?
Yeah, the circle with the dots. We're gonna, I don't know. We're gonna skip this. How do I hit this thing?
There you go.
You guys never played with Tonka toys. I read that to you. I'm kind of in the way here. They don't make them like they used to. Construction career, we went through this. You guys heard all that. There's the construction. There's some salaries in the energy sector. Notice there on the left, pretty good coming out of getting a job there, huh? Some trades, some college. There's just a picture, just because I know you guys like visual stuff. Construction path, this is kind of where we're talking about. You know, apprenticeship trades, technical school. Any questions on this? We talked through this. Difference between, we talked about college, university, recommended majors, fields of study for a career in construction. Yes, sir.
What's your best suggestion for colleges?
What's our best suggestion for colleges? You mean
Like your best recommended college to go to?
in this area? Well, there's great engineering school at the University of Pittsburgh. There's a great engineering school at the at Penn State University. You know, Carnegie Mellon's a good engineering school. There's a lot of good programs around. Kent State, I think, has a good program, if I recall. Some of the more famous ones are like Stanford and Virginia Tech, Purdue. You know, that for engineering. You know, if you really like construction and don't want to graduate with an engineering degree and be an engineer, you know, you could also be a professional engineer and be designing bridges and buildings and concrete structures or so forth. Or you could go to graduate school for construction management. There's construction management degrees out there too. You kind of stay away from some of that technical stuff. Once again, there's a picture of one of our superintendents. That's a picture of Mel. He looks like he's in heaven and that white outfit on. It's just, see here, I can't recall what happens here. BIM, this is some of the technology stuff. This is what we have. We have 3 people at Mascara right now who are building 2-scale electronic models. I don't know.
That might be the media that's not.
How do you try the media? Like, if I hit the button, does?
Well, I know it won't play on here. I think you needed a Windows computer for it to work.
Okay.
I need to download something.
It's much fancier than what this looks like, obviously. We have cameras on the jobs, and you know, I'm kind of there. There's just this was all connected to BIM model. That's the second favorite school we've built over the past couple of years. That's North Catholic High School. The model was before this. I apologize for not being able to do that. Something's going on here. Oh, this thing's kind of flipping through a little bit. Is it taking over on its own?
Yeah.
Okay, there's our favorite high school project. Those are just that's just some of the work. So, you know, there was a gravel parking lot, then there was those footings. That's coming up the back hillside here. A lot of reinforcing steel, a lot of man hours. I think we had, you know, close to 600,000 man hours of work on this school alone. Just one thing, I talked about the cracker plants. Just, you guys, some of you remember what this site looked like. We moved about 120,000 yards of dirt here. You know, fairly big site, not a big dirt job. The project, the cracker plant up out in Beaver, that's almost an 8 million yard dirt job. So that's, you know, you guys do the math. That's 55, 60 times the amount of dirt that was moved on this project alone, on that project. So pretty exciting stuff. Pretty exciting stuff. Let's see what's up here next. Another one of just the projects, just trying to, it takes all these people to build these projects. There's an iron worker doing some detail welding on the frame for that building. Great career. Oh, the iron. I might have it in one of those handouts. Yeah, I mean, they have to be probably as a first-year apprentice. They got to. I mean, they're north of 20 for sure. Plus, I mean, $20 an hour. Plus they have a great fringe package. There's some of our guys doing a new scoreboard down at Heinz Field, just pouring some concrete right there. You want to be a cement finisher, you're bending over, pulling that stick. The laborers are placing the concrete and dragging the screed behind it. Gas jobs, there's gas jobs that have been unbelievable as of late. We don't believe that's going to, we think this could be, people have said a 30 to 80 year run here with gas work. I don't know how long it really is, but the infrastructure, we have plenty of gas in that Marcellus and Utica play, and there's just magnificent jobs. If you want to work out in the field and work 70 hours a week, pipeline construction, gas processing facilities it's a good time to be in construction for sure. This was a job we did down on there for CSX. There's like 13 trains a day that came through there, and we dug a hole, the existing tunnel. We had to raise the roof 1.5 feet only to get the double stackers through. They never shut the trains down. We had that crane straddling the live trains. It was some crazy stuff, but all good, pretty neat stuff. We kind of talked about this, career in the trades. This is what you're looking, this is what most of our tradesmen end up here as a superintendent or general superintendent. Our top superintendents make $115,000 a year. Is that good? Yeah, you're darn right that's good stuff. So there's good stuff out here. Some of the trades, Boilermakers, that's like steel, sheet metal workers, but it's really industrial, tin knockers, bricklayers, carpenters, cabinet makers. You can kind of read. I don't want to read it all to you. Electricians, elevator constructors, all kind of trades. Laborers, millwrights, operating engineers, roofers. Any questions on any of that? There's plenty of opportunities out there for you. Plenty of opportunities out there for you. There's some scary dudes in that picture. Apprenticeship training is kind of what we talked about. Earn while you learn. Graduate apprentice base earnings, 19 to 41 an hour take home with bennies, $28 to $63 with benefits. Good work out there for sure. Good work out there for sure. And like I said, just in this area, just talking about jobs, manufacturing's making a resurgence. This steel mill and there's one up at Youngstown, they're both $1.3 billion projects. There's a manufacturing renaissance going on. We're kind of light manufacturing area now when we lost the steel mills, but power generation, steel mills, pipe mills, there's work out there, I promise. There's work out there, I promise. The energy sector's been hot. The nuclear stuff was picking up a little bit. Then the Fukushima, that kind of scared everybody. But gas-fired power plants are hot. Coal will never go away, we believe. There's scrubbers and all kind of stuff that's related to the clean coal and reducing carbon emissions. Lots of big work. Then this is just a picture of what a cracker looks like. I told you everybody about that big, about moving 8 million yards of dirt. This looks like Houston or Dallas. This is a picture of a cracker. That's what's going to be built along the High River up in Beaver, and that's 10,000 craftspeople on that job during full swing. Day in life of the contractor. I just Joey sees me like that most of the time. Probably that guy up ready to slam something, but it's an exciting career. You get up early. If you're in the field, you wake up early. You head off to work. At the end of the day, there's something there that wasn't there when you arrived. It's an exciting career. If you're working in the office, you get in there. You don't have to wake up as early. I would say you like to be inside a little bit more. You like to figure out ways to get low on a project, better ways to build things, coordinating and planning and scheduling of things. It's a little bit different, but from my perspective, anything else would be boring, quite frankly. If you want to have an exciting, jacked up career, I strongly recommend that you do so. So just some next steps for you here. Start thinking about career. Ask yourself, well, do I want to sit in office or not? Kind of an easy decision. You can kind of answer that. What do I really want to do? What do I want to wake up? When I wake up, I want to be happy that I'm going to work. So what does that look like for me? What does that look like for me? You're not going back to the same place every day. Everything's different. You could lay a brick on this job, or you could lay a brick on a skyscraper in downtown Pittsburgh. Completely different site logistics, access, people. It's extremely diverse career. You're always interacting with people. You're always figuring out better ways to do things. Sometimes people say construction workers are neck downers. That's the furthest thing from the truth. Some of the smartest folks I've ever met are 40-year carpenters who graduated from high school, didn't go to college, and know can build anything anything to build. Research and gather information. Talk to people. I got some handouts over there. Really, ACE program. ACE's mission, which I don't know if you guys do anything with ACE or not. Yeah, their mission just says it all. Engage, excite, and enlighten high school students to pursue careers in construction, period. That's what it's about. There's ways to help you get money there also, too. So there's handouts. Most of them are for engineering and architect. That's more the college route. There's other handouts over there from the building trades, the bigger, thicker stack. It's really, it talks about all the trades that were mentioned up above and how you can get a hold of them. I can't remember if the test dates for apprenticeship enrollment are in there or not, but there's contact information to find that if you'd like. Most important, work hard in school. You have to take science. You want to be in construction. Do you like science? Do you like math? Do you like to figure things out? Do you like wood shop? Do you like metal shop? Do you like mechanical drawing? You got to be thinking about that stuff. And also, you got to be thinking about, do I like to work together as a team? I need to communicate. You know what I'm saying? My boss tells me to do something that's not safe. I need to be able to say, hey, that's not safe. Let's figure out a better way to do it. You know what I'm saying? All those skills are so important. I kind of beat on my 4 children about phones and texting and not communicating properly. If you like to communicate, you need to. You need to do it in all skills. So work on those communication skills. Just trying to think what else planning, community leadership, contribute and get involved. Contribute and get involved while you're here. Don't just sit around and be ready to graduate or do it. Get involved. Get involved with your classmates. Get involved with programs. It's all good. For a career in the trades, when you take that and look at it, you got to be 18 years. Here's what you got to be. You got to be a hard worker. You got to be 18 years old. You got to have a driver's license, and you got to be drug-free. Okay, that's what it takes. So the information's there. Take a peek at it. And the great video that I showed last year is going to be incapable of showing. So I apologize once again for that. And Y Construction, this was pretty cool. You guys remember that from last year? Yeah. Do you like it? Yeah, that was pretty cool, but we're not going to see it. There's just some propaganda for us, and that's what our company's about. Yeah, I don't think we'll get it, Lori. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. I don't know if I'm on time or not. I'm early, or how am I doing? Huh? Any questions? Come on, ask a few questions. Yep.
Do you know anything about building that new building downtown? The building?
PNC. Yeah. Yeah, I'm mad that somebody else is doing it. Huh? Huh? Yeah, no, I know quite a bit about it. That's going to be the largest LEED gold building in the United States of America. you know, LEED, I can't remember what LEED is. It's a highly sustainable building, like energy efficient. It's the biggest LEED gold building in the United States of America. That's PNC's building that. So, anything else? What time's class supposed to be over?
42 in about 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes. All right, well, I'm done. I mean, without the slideshow, it was a little rocky for me, so no questions at all. What's the difference between a Boilermaker and a millwright? Anybody know? Okay. Anybody got family in construction? Does mom or dad wake up happy to go to work every morning? Huh? Yeah. Uncle. Is he happy? You don't know. Okay. I bet he's happy.
I got a lot of happy insulators in my family.
Do you?
They're working 70 hours a week right now.
Yeah.
The final 30 hours every week are time and a half. They make good money at regular time. The first 40 are straight time, the next 30 are time and a half. All I hear all the time is how much money they're making.
That's right. Sundays and holidays are double time.